we're gonna move on to look number 2 with our buddy Malcolm here.
Hello.
This look, we're gonna have a little bit more advanced techniques, and maybe if you're lucky, we're gonna crowbar a prop in there. So we're gonna start off with a technique called H-stippling. What we're going to do is we're going to create wrinkles in his eyes. So what we're going to start with is a little bit of latex in a cup, and I'm going to use a sponge and some powder and a hairdryer. So I'm going to start off by dipping my sponge in latex. When I'm going around the eye, just be very careful. Also check for latex allergies. Do not do this if you have an allergy to latex. So I'm going to start by taking his skin, stretching it out, and then I'm going to be patting latex down, and I'm going to wait for that to dry. When you're using a blow dryer on the face, always make sure that you're not burning the face. I would kind of wiggle my blow dryer like this. So latex goes on white and dries clear. You can only move on to the next step when it's clear. So at this point, after I've done a layer or two, I'm going to use powder and put it right here. If you don't use powder, the latex sticks onto itself and you're going to have a bad time. I'm going to add a couple more layers. So what I'm going to use next is a product called Third Degree. Third Degree is a 2-part silicone. Once you mix them both equal parts together, you have about 5 to 7 minutes until it actually hardens. It's also based on the heat. So if it's hot in the room, it's going to harden quicker. And if it's cold in the room, it's going to harden slower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take equal parts. I'm going to take a little bit of part A. And you don't want to use the same stick that you use for part A for part B, so you put that stick down, close it, and see they both are labeled A and B. Always make sure you know which one's which. And once you combine it, that's when your time starts. So silicone and latex usually do not mix. If you have one, you don't want to put the silicone on top of latex. Latex will harden fine. It's the silicone that gets quite finicky. So after I've mixed it very well, I'm going to start off by putting some down. Whenever you're ready, I'm going to make that slice into the skin. So once it's hardened a little bit, where it's not tacky anymore, you can start applying paint onto it. At this point, I'm going to be painting over it. So right now, I'm just kind of blending it in so it doesn't pop out too much. And you can use any foundation that you like, whichever one's closest to you. Right now, we're going to show you a little bit about airbrushing. Just like the previous makeup, we start filling them out. First, we have a concept, then we sculpt it out, then we're coloring it out. So we sculpted everything out, and now we're down to coloring. So right now we based him out. We're going to start contouring him. Remember that? Putting in the eyes and the cheekbones. Start with the inner part of the eye. You always want to have a minimum 3 colors. You have a base, highlights, and shadows. So right now I'm putting shadows in there. And same concept that we did before. We got the eyes, the temples, the cheekbones, nostrils. So another thing that I like to do is kind of give him like an angry brow. So I'm going to start off right here, and I'm just going to swoop up, a little bit inside, on the sides right here. And if you want to make him angrier, we can make him angrier. Give him a second line. If you want, we could even add lines. And then even if you want to, if you really feel confident, you can get in there and start doing some veins. And you can make it as bloody as you want. No one's stopping you. It's also very creepy for some reason and oozes people out when you put blood on anywhere where the holes on the face. So like ears, nose, mouth, just creeps people out. So speaking about blood, I wanted to talk about a really easy recipe you can do at home. It's blood time. Take some Hershey syrup, and I'm gonna take some food coloring, make it red, and you wanna mix it all up. See, you get this really cool, nice color, and it's yummy. And this is the fun part. Take a banana. They're called bananas. I don't care what you say. And take it and you want to mush it. This is a really fun trick you can use. Very cheap to do. Yum yum. I apologize in advance. Simple recipe and yet very effective. And if you want, you can always crowbar some props in there. So this was a crowbar that we bought at the store, and we cut it, we put a wire over it. Feel free to use any object you want, just be safe about it. What do you think?